In this video, we're going to break down how Haiku Intelligent RSI Scout, Dynamic Structure, Haiku Execution Intelligence, and Nexus all work together as one unified trading system. We're going to start on Ethereum, and then later move over to Tesla, so you can see how the same system behaves in two very different market environments. Ethereum is currently in a low participation, scalp-only environment, so this is a good place to explain how the system reads control and pressure before volatility expands. The first thing we always check is RSI Scout, because RSI Scout tells us who controls the market. Right now, RSI Scout is showing full bear control. The 1 minute, 5 minute, and 15-minute timeframes are all locked bearish. When all three timeframes align like this, sellers own structure. Any upward movement at this point is considered a counter move, not a reversal. If you look further down, you'll see the counter move status. RSI Scout is showing an early reversal attempt, which means buyers are probing and momentum is curling slightly upward. This does not mean price is about to move up. It only means buyers are testing. What we want to see next is the 1 minute RSI flipping first, followed by the 5 minute flipping to neutral or bullish. Until that happens, we stay in bear control. Now let's look at dynamic structure. Price is currently trapped between support and resistance, and this structure updates automatically as price moves. That means you always know where price sits inside the range and what your reference points are. This tells us price is in continuation behavior, not a breakout. Back to RSI Scout. Volume is below average, which tells us participation is not there yet. Market mode confirms this by showing scalp only. That means no size and no swing trades. Now let's look at Haiku Execution Intelligence. Execution Intelligence is flickering between cautious sell and sell, which confirms sellers are present, but participation is still weak. Now we look at Nexus, the system's brain. Nexus also confirms bear control, with burst metrics showing weak upside pressure and growing downside pressure. Pattern core begins identifying a potential burst, but participation is still light, so we continue observing. As we continue watching Ethereum, price begins to move lower and eventually touches support. When price touches support, several things begin to change at the same time. The 1 minute RSI flips to neutral. That tells us sellers are no longer pressing aggressively, but buyers have not taken control yet. Shortly after that, price begins moving up and down, forming what becomes a double bottom. This is not a trade. This is price working through indecision. We're going to let this play out. You'll notice choppy movement back and forth as the double bottom forms. This is exactly why the system keeps us patient. Now we fast forward. Price begins moving higher and approaches the EMA. As price is moving toward the EMA, notice that RSI remains neutral. Nexus remains neutral. Execution Intelligence is still cautious. That tells us nothing is confirmed yet. We're observing, not acting. As we get closer to the EMA, we start to see shifts. The 1 minute RSI flips bullish. The 5 minute RSI flips bullish. The 15-minute RSI remains neutral. That combination tells us something is preparing, but it's not fully confirmed. Then momentum accelerates. We see a 93% burst up, which quickly expands into an 105% burst up. At the same time, pattern core flips into an active burst. Execution Intelligence shifts into a cautious buy, flickering to a buy as participation enters. Now all three RSI timeframes, 1 minute, 5 minute, and 15 minute flip bullish. This is the moment we wait for. Immediately after, we see an extreme volatility burst up. Price accelerates sharply, pushing dynamic structure upward as structure expands with the move. That burst, when RSI control pattern core, execution intelligence, Nexus, and dynamic structure all align, that is the trade. That is the entry you wait for. This is not a slow, drifting Ethereum market. This is pressure releasing all at once after alignment. That's the difference between guessing and waiting for the system to agree.